Good morning, Beantown. Um, Today I'm going to talk to you about working your business 30 minutes a day. I've been with Sensi for 4.5 years, no experience, never even tried Sensi when I joined. And at the time, I was working nights, Mark was working days, and my twins were 2 years old. So, if you've ever had a 2-year-old child, you know that they are all over the place, that your schedule, well, they pretty much dictate your schedule. And I too, the same age, running in different directions, literally baby gates up everywhere. I mean, I was a slave to them. So when I joined Sensi, I needed to be able to just sit down and focus on my business. And I didn't want to be that mom that was like on my phone all the time, like half paying attention. I mean, when you have 2-year-old children or toddlers or babies, like you can't half pay attention. So I didn't want to be that person on my phone all the time. I wanted to designate a specific time for my business and make sure that it was productive time, that I was fully paying attention to what I was doing and that it was making a difference. Okay. So for the first 3 years of my business, I could really only commit like 30 minutes a day, you guys. I mean, yes, sometimes I put in more if I had the time, but consistently, I worked 30 minutes a day. I promoted to director in 8 months and earned every single incentive trip twice at the top 150. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, look at me, look what I've done. I'm saying that because I put in 30 minutes a day, you guys, for 3 years and grew a very successful business. So I'm going to start by saying that you have to make time for your business. Okay? You have to put the time aside. I know at the end of the day, you're tired. I am too. I get up in the morning. As soon as I open my eyeballs, usually Declan's already up before me. I am instantly, he's like waking me up. I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Or sometimes, I usually get up around 4:30, and sometimes he's getting up at the same time. And he's like, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even get a chance to sit and drink my coffee. I'm drinking my coffee as I'm going around the house and doing whatever I have to do. So I don't stop moving until I'm going to bed every day. Like all day long, I'm moving. So when the kids are finally asleep, that's usually how I worked my business is when I put the kids to bed for the first 3 years. That's when I worked my business. Because at that time, I wasn't in the habit of getting up at 4 a.m. yet. I used to set my alarm for 4 a.m. to have coffee by myself because that was a time during the day that it poured into me and I needed that moment by myself to just kind of like think, get my thoughts straight, think about what I have to do for the day, and not wake up scrambling. So I did that and set my alarm for 4 a.m. and my body just started to naturally get up at that time, which it does now. So now I tend to work my business in the beginning of the day. But for the first 3 years, I was exhausted. Okay. I was exhausted and I worked nights. So I would do everything, cook, clean, kids, all of that stuff, right? Go to work, come home, and be exhausted, and then take 30 minutes to work my business. Okay. If you don't put time aside to work your business, you guys, it does not work itself. Okay. 30 minutes is something every single one of you have. If you want to see results in this business, then you have to make time to work your business. That's it. That's really it. You have to carve time aside to work your business. That's the only way this is going to work. You cannot, carve out a time once a week, once every 2 weeks, put up a post here and there and be like, oh, I worked my business. Guys, that's not income producing. And if you're not consistent, you're not going to see results. So I want to come to you today and just give you some things that worked for me that you can kind of put into your own business and think about because I'm not going to give you more than you need to do ever, ever. I am all about working smarter not harder. I'm all about only doing income producing activities. So if you are strapped for time, which I hear most of you say, then this is something that you can do for sure. Okay? But then you have to decide that you're going to do it. So, first of all, you have to know what your goal is for the month. You have to know what your goal is for a month. I have monthly goals, and then I have 3-month goals. Okay? What is my business going to look like at the end of 3 months? And what is my goal every month to get to that point every 3 months? Okay? So if you don't have a goal, a clear goal in your mind of maybe financially, like what if you want to get a $600 check every month, then you need to either sell 2,000 PRV, or you need to sell and your team needs to sell as well. Like, you have to figure that out. So you can have a financial goal, or you can have a goal of, all right, I want 1,000 PRV every month. All right, I want 1,000 PRV. So break that down into parties. We should all be doing parties, you guys, unless you have not had your launch party yet. Okay, if you have not had your launch party yet, then you need to be focusing on your launch party only right now. That is it. I have a video called Just Joined, Now What? And it's broken down into just like 3 or 4 steps that you need to be focusing on only. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? If you have had your launch party, then front loading and follow-up is forever. And I also have a video on that if you need more detail. Front loading and follow-up. That is what you should be doing daily. So you need to sit down for 30 minutes every day and work your business. You need to know what you're doing. As soon as you sit down, as soon as you have that time put aside, you need to know what you need to do as soon as you sit down. Instead of scrolling on Facebook, thinking about like, oh, this is kind of what I feel like doing right now. And it usually ends up being something that's not income producing. It makes you feel like you're working, but there's actually no results driven. So what you need to do is you need to have a goal. First of all, what is your monthly goal? And break it down. Okay? Everybody, we are a party planning business. So you need to front load your calendar. Every single month. I do 2 months at a time because I don't want to be worrying about December when it is December. Okay? Because it's less likely that people are going to book parties with you in December for December. Okay? So get a planner. If you're visual, get a desk calendar, get something that you can see. You're going to open up your planner, okay? And you're going to open it up, highlight the days that you can have parties. You have to designate days. You have to put time aside for your business. Your business does not magically work itself. This is not a pyramid scheme or get rich quick. This is actual job. So you have to make time. Jobs don't run themselves. You don't get money for thinking about, oh, this is what I want to do. You get results by doing, by taking action and being prepared. Okay? So open up your planner. And first and foremost, you're going to write down anything that you have going on with your family. Okay? Family comes first, right? Write down all your prior obligations that you have going on. Fill in your holes in your calendar. If you have a wedding, if you have a baptism, if your child has tutoring, if, whatever you have, X, Y, and Z, write that down for the month. Okay? But also, on the same hand, do not use your family as an excuse to not work your business. You're doing this for your family, probably, right? The majority of us. So you have to carve time aside. Do you want to be chasing your tail forever and ever and ever? It's going to take work now, right, on the front end. But on the back end of staying consistent and being prepared and working your business comes a lot of relief. Financial relief, freedom, relief of time and choice. Trust me, the reason why people don't succeed in this business is because they're not consistent. They give up so easy. They don't get uncomfortable and do the things that they need to do. They don't take action, okay? Guys, break it down into simple steps. Have a monthly goal. What is that goal? break it down further. Open up your planner, write down days that you can have parties. As you can see, I have 4 parties booked for November. I wrote down calls, I wrote down Thanksgiving, like things that I know that I have going on. And I'm going to sit down. So the first 2 weeks of my business are pretty much dedicated to me, not my team, right? Because I need to be able to work my business. At the end of the day, I start over at the beginning of every single month, just like you. So my calendar needs to be front loaded. I need front loading and follow up forever. I need to continually sponsor forever. It doesn't end. So I need to get prepared so I can do coaching calls, right? So I can get my business in a good place. So I have these holes in my calendar. So when I sit down to work my business, right? If you look at the 3 legs of success, this document is on this team page. The first leg of success is sales. Sales. You should be working on 1, getting active, 2, getting 500 PRV. And if you are a leader above, you can aim for more than that. You can do that. Okay? Because if you're preparing and front loading, guys, you can get 500 PRV for 1 party. More. Okay? So the first leg of success is sales. So when I sit down, sales is front loading my calendar and booking parties. I'm not thinking about, this flyer for my buddy drive. Nope. I'm not thinking about, these cute labels or these cute bags and tags for my customers. Nope. I'm just worrying about filling the holes in my calendar to book parties. That's all I'm doing. Okay? And I'm going to fill these holes until I do it, until it's done. So what does that mean? That means I have to ask people. That means I'm reaching out to my customers. That means I'm posting something on social media as well. I'm going into my VIP group. I'm posting an incentive that I have for the month for them to want to book parties. That's why the perpetual party reward is there, is to help you book parties. And I'm reaching out to people one-on-one. And I'm just giving a simple, small paragraph, nothing crazy, it's not a lot of information, cut and dry. Hey, I want to give you some free and half off Scentsy this month. You can get a lot of Christmas gifts. And to make it worth your time, I'm going to give you a free warmer of your choice. All you have to do is get a few family and friends together. That's it. 30-minute party. That's all I do. That's the extent of what I'm saying. Okay? So I'm filling the holes in my calendar. If you have 30 minutes, when you sit down, you open up your calendar and you're like, okay, I have 2 spots that I need to fill. So when I sit down, I need to start reaching out to people. That's what I need to do. I need to reach out to people. Okay? That's what I need to do. And then my follow-up, very simple. If somebody orders through my PWS, I thank them right then and there through my email. But I only do my customer happy mail once a month. That's what I'm doing this week, because the first week of my business is dedicated to me and my customers, right? So that's what I'm doing this week, is all my happy mail and thank you mail from October. Okay? And then if there's anybody that was interested in booking a party, I'm writing their names down as I'm talking to people. Okay, yes, I have to think about it. Let me look at my calendar. I'll get back to you. If they don't get back to me in a day or 2, I'm reaching out back. I'm reaching out to them. Are you going to sit there and wait for people to come asking you to book parties, to asking you to place an order? Guys, this is your job. This is your business. And it's only going to be as successful as you make it. So if I have those holes filled in my calendar, I need to fill them. I need to ask people. Anybody that was previously interested that I haven't heard from, I'm going to reach back out to them. And I'm going to send a lot of messages. You cannot send 2, 3, 4. They say 1 out of every 10 will say yes to booking a party. So if I need to book 4 parties, if my goal, for example, is 2,000 PRV, and I'm going to break that down, right? Say 500 PRV for a party, that means I need to try to book 4 parties. Okay? So that means I need to ask like 30, 40 people. Yep. And you know how I ask 30 to 40 people? My Frankie list, which is one of the first things that you should be doing when you join Scentsy. Okay? First things. It's one of the first things that I train you on in the Just Join Now What video, and then there's a specific video just for the Frankie list. If you don't know who you're reaching out to, or you have reached out to and you're not staying organized and writing their names down, you have no idea what's going on. You're winging it. And this is not the kind of business that you wing it. I promise you. It's not. So when you sit down for 30 minutes, you know, okay, first of all, what should come first in my business is front loading my calendar and booking parties. So you open up your calendar when you sit down. Oh, still got holes in it. I'm going to start reaching out to people until those holes are filled. Okay. Second leg of success is sponsoring. Are you sharing the opportunity? I mean, honestly, on a consistent basis. Like, are you talking about it through social media, what Scentsy has done for you? Not once a month. I'm talking about consistently, you guys. How has Scentsy helped or enhanced your life? Even if you just joined yesterday, is it giving you a new sense of excitement? Are you enjoying this community of supportive and positive drama-free women? Like, whatever it has done for you, you need to show your family and friends and audience how, through your posts, and not spammy join my team. You should not be posting links. There's no spam join my team $99. Don't do that, okay? But show people how it is helping you. And then if you know people that need money, that need this sense of community, that are just amazing, outgoing people with a lot of contacts, that have great social media presence, maybe they're getting married, maybe they have student debt that they need to pay off. Guys, like I said in my post a few days ago, you need to be as obsessed with sharing the opportunity as you are with selling the products. If you can sell the products, you can share the opportunity. That's it. And if you're not, it's just because you're not doing it. Okay? There's nothing scary about it. If you're selling these products, you can share the opportunity. That is the second leg of success. Okay? So if your calendar is filled and you've front loaded and you've got all the holes filled in your calendar, then okay, the next day for 30 minutes, you need to sit down and you need to start sharing the opportunity with people. You need to go through that Frankie list and start, starring those people that that you could talk to and share this opportunity with, because they would benefit from this. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about how can this help them in whatever area they have. Scentsy is an amazing thing. It's not a dreaded job. It's not like, oh, you have to leave your house for another 4 to 8 hours for a part-time or full-time job. You can do this guys, since coronavirus, I've been working from my phone, solely from my phone. Online parties. You guys, I used to do home parties. I haven't been able to do home parties since February. And I've been solely working my business through network, marketing, parties, everything from my phone. And I'm telling you, you can do this for 30 minutes. You do not have to use any excuse. You do have 30 minutes a day. Whether you choose to put that 30 minutes aside and work your business, that's your call. Okay? But you can work your business 30 minutes a day. You need to have a goal. You need to know exactly what you're doing when you're sitting down, not scrolling on Facebook. You need to do income producing activities. What are income producing activities? First, 3 legs of success, you guys. Go on our team page, type this in the search bar, and print it out. So you have it in front of your face, okay? 3 legs of success. The first leg is sales. Sales. Bag parties, home parties, events, customer follow-up, Scentsy Club, special limited time offers, whiff box, parties. That's what you should be focusing on first. Where are your sales for the month? You should know where your sales are coming from every single month before it even happens. Okay? My customer follow-up orders are like an added bonus. I don't consider that like, okay, I know that I'm going to get 500 PRV from like PWS orders or customer follow-up. No, I don't include those at all. That's just like an added bonus. What I do count on is parties. That's it. Okay? So that's what I do first and foremost. I'm not talking about sponsoring people. I'm not training my team. I'm not doing any coaching calls until my sales are solid and I know where they're coming from for the month and then the following month too. Okay? And then if your sales are straight, what you need to do, another income producing activity, second leg of success, is sponsoring. Sharing the opportunity consistently, sharing lifestyle and experiences, sharing your story and your journey. Make a dream team list and start building relationships with those people. Frankie list, network with those people on your Frankie list constantly. Okay? Setting up a system for new teammates when they come on board. Okay? Those are the things that you need to be working on once your sales are good. And sponsoring doesn't happen overnight. So if you haven't been doing anything in the past, 60 to 90 days as far as sponsoring goes, well, then you're probably not going to have anything to harvest right now, because it's not an instant gratification, instant results kinds of thing. Like, people are nervous about this opportunity. They don't really know what to expect. They talk themselves out of it a lot. You don't ask somebody one time and they join. Oh my gosh, no. I have people that it takes them a year because they're so unsure. They don't know, like, if this is the right thing to do. And I have to reassure them that you have nothing to lose. Like, you can do whatever you want with your business. It's your call. I'm not your boss. I'm not going to be pressuring you or pushing you to do, what I do. You can do what you do, right? But this is how I see this could benefit you, right? And then once your sponsoring is solid, then you coach your team. Then you work with your team, okay? Then you use a coaching system. Then you do videos for your team. You do challenges for your team to hit their goals. You connect with your team, right? Sending messages, happy mail, team mail, right? But it's also about training and coaching yourself. If you're not filling your brain with good things and information and knowledge to help you run your own business, like, you're never, ever, ever going to get to a point where you should not be training yourself, ever. I watch videos constantly. While I'm cooking, I actually prop my phone up, like up on my counter, and I will watch videos on YouTube, on the training center, even if it's about booking parties. Like, I know how to book parties, but I keep it fresh and relevant in my mind. I'll hear a good idea that I'll start implementing, right? You are never, ever, ever too good or in a place where you shouldn't be training yourself, ever. I learned some of my best tips and tricks sometimes from brand new consultants. Okay? You never know who you're going to learn from, or everybody has value. Everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're a, star consultant, superstar consultant, director, star director, superstar director. Everybody should still be learning. Okay? And that's something that you are responsible for. You need to make sure that you're filling your cup. If there's an area in your business where you feel like you are kind of struggling or you're stagnant, then you need to take it into your own hands and you need to put the time aside to watch. And you can tell who's training themselves and who's doing these things and who's not. Right? Don't wait for information to be handed to you. Do not wait for your sponsor to send you links of videos. Don't wait. Just go and do it, you guys. You are an independent consultant, and that's the truth. You're an independent consultant. Your sponsor will help you get up and running. Your sponsor, your director, whatever, your leader will work closely with you to develop your leadership skills if that's what you're interested in. But you are 1,000% responsible for your own business. So this is why I know a majority of you, if I check in, you say things are, I didn't have time. I haven't been working my business because I don't have time. Life is crazy. I haven't had time. Guys, we all don't have time. We all don't have time. You have to make the time. I know you're tired. I'm tired too, right? But if you want that business, you were excited about that business when you first joined. You had all the good intentions, right? That I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But then it sets in that you have to work consistently and you have to do some things that you may not want to do. But the only one that's going to suffer for that is you, not me. I'm going to continue to work my business and do what I have to do. Okay? And I will help and meet any of you halfway. The ones that want it and are showing up, I will meet you halfway and I'll help you. But my business has to come first, just like your business has to come first. So sitting down, working 30 minutes a day is 1000% feasible for every single one of you. And then when you have time to put into your business, more than 30 minutes, then do that. Absolutely. But you shouldn't be worrying about, flyers and going live on your team page or, anything but the 3 legs of success. And it's in order for a reason: sales, sponsoring, and training. Okay? Sales, sponsoring, and training. So have a goal, and when you sit down for 30 minutes every single day, no matter what time you've designated to work your business, you look at your calendar first and foremost and say, all right, I have to fill these holes. I have to book these parties. Right? And then when your holes are filled, you sit down, okay, in a week or 2, I have a party coming up. I need to start host coaching. So we have a successful party. Okay? Guys, it's so important to have a plan. It's so important. But you have to do more than plan. You have to take action. And that's where so many people fall short, is they plan. They have great intentions. I'm going to do this, whatever it is. But they fall short of action. And a plan is nothing without action. And just like action is nothing without a plan, like they both go hand in hand. You need to have a plan and you need to take action. And it needs to be income producing. So if you only have a limited amount of time to work your business, know exactly what you're doing when you sit down. Okay? Know exactly what you're doing. I highly suggest every single one of you have a planner. If that's what works for you, do what works for you. But I think that everybody should have this 3 legs of success printed out. It's right in my binder. So I can always remind myself, this is what you need to be doing every day, Colleen. I also have my compensation plan. I mean, I know where I am and what I need for my next promotion and, whatnot. But I have people promoting every single month. And I need to be able to look at that and, help them. And I should know this like the back of my hand, just like you guys should know where you are, what you need, and be working toward that. Okay? So I hope this helped. I hope that you can really sit down, get a plan together, and just work on the 3 legs of success, really. That's what it all boils down to help you see results. Front loading and follow-up is forever. If you have not watched that video, please watch it. If you have not had your launch party yet, that is what you should be focusing on first. Okay? Launch party, then front loading and follow-up is forever. Forever. And then comes sponsoring. Okay? So, happy Friday, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later.